Matty's on debut here in commentary, so we'll go easy on him, but it's race 2 with the Aussie Race Cars. Peter Carr will start from pole with Nathan Townsend alongside. This is the finishing order of race 1 that they've already had. It's their final race for the weekend. A range of championships being decided, but have a look through the grid. It just keeps going. There's so many cars.
It's unbelievable. I think there's about 40 cars on the grid. It's pretty impressive. I've actually raced this category before, and to drive these things around this track is quite an effort, really.
You didn't drive around here, though. You drove around Bathurst. That was pretty brave. Kyle Clues, reigning champion, car number 1. He's starting down the back, but I'll tell you what, these things turn on action. Yesterday, it all went wrong for Brendan Tucker. Look at this. Gets worse. Still getting worse. Over and over and over and over. We counted.
Listen to that crunch.
9.5 rolls.
Unbelievable.
There is when it really trips.
Wow, look at his helmet there.
He was able to get out of this okay.
That's a great testament to the cars, you know. That's a big accident.
He's very, very lucky. I'd say that was one heck of a headache at the end of all of that. Now, Hayley Swanson's car's got a drama here. We've seen Hayley in V8 Utes in the past, but she's got a drama on the warm-up lap. So green flag back on the grid. And it'll be Peter Carr to the right of screen, Nathan Townsend to the left of screen. So final round, Maurice Massini's the championship leader. He starts P5 in the VIP Pet Foods car. So the pocket rockets are loose. And now from the front row of the grid, that's a good start from Peter Carr. He has got away well. He's been one of the form guys in Aussie Racing Cars for the last couple of years. And now, where do you go? You can fit about 23 wide into turn 1.
Absolutely, and it's always a bit of a braking duel down there into turn 1, and you've got to try and get it right. Position the car nicely so you don't get pushed out too wide, but everyone looks like they got through there very cleanly.
Making ground already. Of course, the motorcycle engine, Aussie Racing Cars. Sequential gearbox as well.
So you see guys trying to lunge up the inside there to position themselves, get around, make hay while the sun shines at the start, get some positions and set up their race for later on.
And Carr's already got a margin. That's Travis Edwards in the Darrell Lee car who's going chasing, but there's Maurice Massini in that black VIP Pet Foods car. And these things, when you get to the curbs, they're little. Curbs are big.
I tell you what, they don't muck around though. They're bouncing over those curves just like we do in the supercar. So maybe they're a bit braver than us V8 drivers out there.
Well, their backside's closer to the ground and they don't have much around. And this is Trent Young. He's got a
good run.
Major slipstream here on Nathan Townsend. He won't quite get it done here, although he's going to have a go. Here we go.
That's a great move. Up the inside, and he's finished it off very nicely.
And he's been a form guy. He won the last round at the Gold Coast, and he also had a win at Queensland Raceway. So the regular top 5 or 6 are in those positions right here, right now, as we finish this opening lap in race 2 for the weekend. There'll be another race tomorrow, but Peter Carr has managed to get a margin. That's actually, would you believe it, a big margin for Aussie Race Cars.
Absolutely. I remember when I raced these cars at Eastern Creek, you didn't want to be at the front on the second last lap there, because the slipstreaming is so good in these cars that guys can come flying past you and get you out of that lead position quite easily. And
that's what Townsend's trying to do. Back on Trent Young down to turn 1 at the end of Australia Avenue. He gets it through.
Around.
But Young's back up the inside.
So you often do that crisscross move. Someone just goes in a little bit too deep. You get the run back up the inside. It's your corner for turn 2.
And look at the lead. Edwards has got to Carr. He's trying to get down the inside. The fight for third still going. Young's back through.
This is crazy.
And no change. Carr hanging on out in front. Hayden Stephenson is P5. He leads the way in the rookie points for this year. So there's actually 3 fights. There's the overall championship, the Masters Cup, and the rookie award. So there's plenty to keep an eye on in this final race, or round, I should say, of the season. I just can't get over the way they throw these things around.
No, they're not scared at all. I mean, those curbs are massive.
Oh, Edwards gets it in on the back brake. Manages to turn it through turn 8.
What a save. Unbelievable.
That's
good car control, that one.
Cost him time, though, because Trent Young will just surf on up. And this is really a roller coaster, this run up past an Novotel.
That's what it feels like, and these cars are braking so deep that they're actually going over part of the roller coaster before they even think about braking.
Replay here. Hello.
Oh. Keep your foot into it, mate.
Shane Smith gets it going again without too much of a problem. Back to the front. This is the section that takes you around the station here at Olympic Park. It's very strange. You could come to the racetrack on public transport, pop up and be in the middle of the track.
Absolutely. It's actually a really good feature of the Homebush Circuit or Sydney precinct here. You can actually come in on the train, have a great day, and then head back, and you don't have to worry about driving your car.
Yeah, simple. These guys are driving, though, pretty well. Peter Carr leading the way. Still fastest man on the road is Maurice Bassini in that VIP Pet Foods car. He sits in position number 6. But we should point out, too, because it's the final round of the championship, what they do in Aussie Racing Cars, they add up points for each race, then they come up with a round score to get the round order, but then apply it to 50, 49, 48, 47. So it keeps the championship going all the way to the last race. That's a little close.
He's having a good crack there. He wants to get out the front.
And Townsend was on pole position earlier on in the weekend, second in race 1 to Peter Carr. This is race 2 of the weekend.
He's still in with a good shot here. I mean, those front guys are jostling quite a lot.
Oh, careful here.
This is where we saw the rollover yesterday.
Yep.
So.
That's Brendan Pingle, who's just in front here, position 8. Oh, that of Ubergang is behind.
Not sure who that is there with the bonnet off, but...
well, it means we can't read the number.
It's quite an interesting look. Oh, down the inside.
Now, this is the fight trail going on. This is on board with Phil Ward, the founder of Aussie Racing Cars.
Yeah, I watched him yesterday with his sunglasses on, looking pretty cool behind the wheel. He was having a bit of fun.
Yeah, this is back to the front, the fight for second spot's going. And what that's doing, Tony, is that Carr's getting away because these guys are scrapping with one another. Edwards.
Here we go.
Oh, this is a move.
That's a good move there.
Townsend and Young are going for it. Expect nothing less from Aussie Racing Cars. They always turn it on. They're locked in for round 1 next year at the Clipsal 500 in Adelaide. That's been announced. That's great news for this category. They always add so much to all of the street events when they race with the V8 supercars, but it's Peter Carr who leads the way. We're approaching half race distance. More of the Aussies. Just a sec. Back at Sydney Olympic Park, and the Aussie Racing Cars are racing on. It's race 2 of the weekend in their final round for the Super Series of 2013. It's Peter Carr who leads the way, but Tony D'Alberto, there's been a little bit happening while we were in the break.
There has been heaps happening in the break. Cars getting sideways, hitting curbs. Oh, 2 wheels there.
This was
a bit of onboard, yeah.
Yeah, Nathan Townsend, listen to this. Ooh.
Oh, I think the next bit's best.
I felt that. This is what it looked like from outside. Oh.
He would have had a moment there where he thought, I'm going in the fence here and this isn't going to be pretty, but...
Sideways on the side.
Very lucky boy.
It gets better. Look at Hayden Stephenson's work. That's not bad.
Yeah,
I'll pay that.
I think he's been practicing that.
Great shot. Only problem is it almost sent him over the other side into the fence, but then this is actually Martin Deckett who's ended up in the fence. So this is a local yellow. They're not going to bring out the safety car. Tony Quinn, category owner.
He's happy.
Well, he's racing. He should be out there.
Well, maybe he shouldn't be happy there.
He's pulled in after
he's had
4
enough
laps.
for the day.
He's probably spent, actually. Plenty of fights going on. This is on board with Phil Ward. We saw him before the break, category founder. We haven't seen him in this category for a little while.
Here he goes, up the inside.
Yeah, he hasn't lost any touch. Sneaking on behind the High-Tech Oils car. That's for, I think he's up to about position 18 from what I can see there. So he's right bang in the middle of the field. 40 cars this weekend. They had 50 on the Gold Coast. Oh, that's tight.
See, that wall comes up at you very quickly, and it's not a place you want to go too wide. We actually said in our driver's briefing today that if someone gets up the inside of you there, sacrifice the corner and give the position, because if you try and fight it, you're going to be in the fence.
Sacrifice the corner and not the front of your car in the fence.
That's exactly right. Long race to Savo for us.
Just quickly too, you're in the shootout. The Hi-Flex car is in there. Confident. Where are we at?
Yeah, very confident, very happy with the session. To get the shootout last time this year is pretty special and means a lot to us. So we'll be giving it all for the 1 lap dash. New livery this weekend too. A little Italian flavour for your number 3 Commodore. Going back to our heritage a little bit, and we've got Hi-Flex's parent company, Alpha Goma, on the side, and the Italian flag as well. So looking pretty cool. No word on whether you're handing out all the pizzas for the marshals at the end of the race, the twilight race this evening, but see how we go. Oh, I'm sure you can look after them. I'll tell you what, Peter Carr's actually got away here. They've managed to let him off the hook because he's built a little bit of a margin, and the concrete has claimed
another. So there'll be local yellows out here, there and everywhere.
Darren
But
Chamberlain.
he's actually managed to get that going, but he's knocked the front bodywork off that car. And Darren's one of the regular front runners. He qualified 4th this weekend. This will tell us.
Wow,
hello.
he's had contact with another car.
That's not how you park at turn 2.
I think he got a helping hand there.
Talk about helping hands.
Here
Pull
we
it
go.
here.
Bill Ward.
This is exactly what it sounds like and looks like. Let's have a little listen, go for a ride.
Skating area there. That's what it feels like, up over the rise.
Do you actually take your foot off the brake pedal so it doesn't lock up?
Yeah, you have to modulate the brake quite a lot.
Oh, that's close.
That is close.
This is Jordan Deckard. He's trying to get by. We're on the final lap. In fact, this will be a time-certain finish for race 2 of the Aussie Racing Car. So Peter Carr is on target for 2 in a row for the weekend. He's rolling along really nicely down at turn 2.
He's got a good gap there.
Yeah, second though, not so secure.
No. These guys are still going at it, hammer and tong.
Travis Edwards, P2. Trent Young behind. Nathan Townsend there as well. This is the 6th and final round this weekend. The final race is in our coverage from here at Sydney Olympic Park tomorrow. But I reckon we pencil in Peter Carr for the win here. But I'll tell you what, seconds on the line. Trent Young slowed himself down. And that'll give Townsend a crack.
Here he goes.
He's got him here. Or does he? Or does he? Or does he? Young will argue and hang on around the outside.
Ooh, that was close to the wall there.
Brave.
Tell you what, these guys are not mucking around.
Yellow flag there for that stranded car, so he has to back out of things and has to wait for the green. There's the green, so he can get into it again for this last couple of corners, but that might be just enough to let Trent Young off the hook and get home for 3rd spot. He's been 3rd all weekend in qualifying and in race 1, so it's kind of been his position, but Peter Carr coming into the final couple of turns. Too fast for this whole race. There's Maurice Massey, the championship leader, position number 5, but it will be Peter Carr who goes back-to-back in the final round at Sydney Olympic Park. 1 to go tomorrow. Travis Edwards home in 2nd. Trent Young, fastest lap of the race, and finishes 3rd. As always, Aussie Race Cars, good fun.
Absolutely. You know, Peter Carr here, there, he controlled the race from the start and just, I mean, it didn't look easy, but he certainly took that win well, so congratulations.
Let's have a look at the rest of the results. Hayden Stevenson, the rookie leader, in position 6 from Brendan Pingle. Sam Milton, Adam Ubergang and Grant Ludby, who's 2nd in the Masters Cup points coming in this weekend, rounds out the top 10. The Aussie cars will be back tomorrow. Coming up soon, V8 Utes.